Good morning, my dear students of class 6. I welcome you all to this new class of English where we will now proceed towards that story further. What happened to the reptiles from the book A Pact with the Sun? Right? So, in the previous class, children, which was an introductory class, I introduced the story where we saw that the narrator of the story, Prem, was somehow, had to leave his village and reach Pambupatti. Why? Because there was a lot of violence going on in his village. His house was burned. So, whatever possible things he had to carry, he carried that and he reached by walking, then by bus, then by train to Pambupatti. As soon as he reached Pambupatti, he saw that group of people standing near a well. He managed to move further, but somehow he fainted. And then what happened, we will see from the paragraph when I opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I saw an old man with white hair, white beard, and shining black eyes bending over me for the next few days. He looked after me, putting food in my mouth, bringing me sweet water. He rubbed my feet gently and made the pain go away. Neighbors, strangers, everyone was coming to visit him. So, children, then one day he asked, let us see the next paragraph. Tell me, grandfather, I said to him one day, I have never seen people like the villagers here. In my village, people used to fight who pray to another god. But here, this seems like a very strange place. The narrator was very shocked to see how people are united in this village. Which village, children? Pambupatti, where people are not fighting, people are united, people are taking care of one new stranger man, children. So he was very shocked to see this. Next paragraph, Prem replied, the old man, I will tell you the story of Pambupatti. You can take this story back to your village. Maybe it will heal some of its wounds and dry some of its sores. The old man told him the story of the place and asked him to take this story back to the village. Which village? Prem's village, the narrator's village, so that this story can, motivate the people of his village and something can be done better. So the old man was in this favor to tell him the story. Oh, grandfather, I said anxiously, don't say that. What I have seen in my village makes me burn with shame. I never want to go back there. Anxiously, curiously. As soon as the old man told him that I will tell you the story of my village Pambupati, you can go back and tell this to your village people. The narrator was very anxious and he said, no, I don't want to go back to my village. All right, now, but that's exactly, you must go back. Then the old man replied, but that's why exactly you should go back. He said in a soft voice. I kept quiet. I didn't want to argue with him and I wanted to hear his story. So narrator said that I did not want to go back but I wanted to hear his story. It happened a long time ago. He began so long ago that there were no schools, no teachers. Children lived in caves with their parents and helped them to collect fruit and berries from the forest. At that time, there were no tigers or panthers or elephants in Pambupatti forest. Very long ago, when children used to collect berries, fruits from the forest, they were saying, he's telling that there were no wild animals like panthers, tigers, elephants, etc. in Pambupatti forest. There were only reptiles, many kinds of reptiles. Now you know what reptiles are. Children, you all know what are reptiles: snakes, lizards, crocodiles, turtles, etc. And you know that a reptile has scales on his body, like snake has so many scales on his body. It lays eggs. Every month, the reptiles of Pambupatti had a big meeting. So this is the story of Pambupatti, that there were no wild animals, but there were reptiles. And every month, these reptiles used to gather together for a meeting. Everyone came, the pretty excited snakes, the slow thoughtful tortoises. Snakes are always energized, so they are saying pretty excited snakes. Tortoise are always, considered to be very slow and lazy. The clever, quick lizards. Lizards are clever and very quick. As soon as you see a lizard on a wall, you say shh, and then they just vanish. So crocodiles are very moody, then grumpy because they were out of water. So the president of these meetings was Makara, the biggest crocodile of the forest. All the animals thought he was very important. When someone is strong and powerful, it is difficult not to go along what he says or does. When someone is very powerful, they are trying to say that the strongest and biggest reptile was Makkar, the crocodile, and all the animals thought of him as important. They often had a meeting, and we all know that once a month, and it was attended by everybody. Now, what happened in that meeting is a big story again, which I will discuss in the next class. Till then, you are supposed to read this story, and I will see you all in the next class, children. Till then, bye bye and take care. Bye bye.